What's the deal, my good peoples? This is the Relatable Podcast. I'm half of your host.
Yes.
How you say, half a host or one of the co-hosts?
One of the co-hosts.
One of the is that correct?
Least important co-host?
That's an option.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna go with that today.
Okay.
But that is an option. So one of the co-hosts, I'm Luck. This is
the better of the lesser of the two. Rios. I'm Rios.
Rios, okay.
Yeah.
You heard him, Rios, the lesser of the two. So
from the horse's mouth.
First, we want to say Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year's, brother.
Happy New Year to all the viewership, man. We appreciate you guys who have been tuning in, who've been looking out for us, supporting us, critiquing us, good or bad, man. We appreciate that. And Happy New Year to you too, my brother.
Happy New Year's. Happy 2025.
Happy 2025.
The year is starting off a little crazy, but it's starting to smooth out.
Yeah.
But many plans for 2025. A little more consistency, a little bit more maximizing my effort.
For sure.
For our podcast, for my lives, just for everything, like putting more effort into it and trying to be a little bit more professional. As you see, this water has a little frost to it.
Very good.
Do you know why?
Very delicious. Please tell me. Other than the obvious that it was put in the refrigerator somewhere cold or stored.
Opposed to what?
Being on the floor, usually like our homes usually are. For sure. So that's a little change in care that I appreciate. And it goes a long way.
It's because of you. I thought about you. I was like, you know what? My friend deserves cold water. And I need to appreciate him and show him that he's valued on our podcast.
I appreciate even in the face of a lie.
That's the truth. That's the God's honest truth. We're starting 2025 off right.
Right.
And you deserve the best in life, as
Thank
do
you,
I.
man. I appreciate that.
So
I do.
I'm gonna make sure that we have the best.
Because you know what? People focus too much on big changes, right? But big changes are hard to make. Mm-hmm. Sometimes it's the subtle changes, the little things like this.
Oh, you call this is a little change?
No. What I mean by this is it's the subtle change, right? That it gives the most appreciation. It's most rewarding for me.
Right. To
sit down on a podcast and you have a ice cold bottle of water.
Let me grab.
It's incredible.
Let me grab a little.
Please indulge. It's incredible. Right. See?
That is good.
See? Now you feel like I do. All fresh.
Next time I won't get it from 7-Eleven and I'll go to like Albertsons or like Ralph's. We'll step up the quality of the water.
It's baby steps. We're not even. It's
appreciated. But you are so right about that. Like it's the small things that matter because you're paying attention to the little things about a person.
Bro, let me tell you, when you whether it's a friend, a homie, whether it's your wife, when it's those little things they do. It's one thing to get a big gift, and everybody loves big gifts and they love things. And that's cool. I'm not shunning that. But when it comes to the little things, like if you say you were around the house and you talk about how like, man, I need new house shoes. I got a hole in this one, whatever. You ain't tripping. You just talking out loud. You're not even talking to your wife. And then
you're not even expecting nobody to even be listening. You're not expecting nobody
to be listening.
Yeah.
Right? And especially that's going to take action on your thoughts. And you come home next day and it's house shoes right there, brand new. It ain't about price. It's not about nothing. I don't care where you got it from. Mm-hmm. The fact that you heard me something I was concerned about, and then you went into action and took care of an issue that I had that didn't break us down, didn't dig into rent. A little gesture like that shows like, oh, that's dope.
There was the thought, the effort, and concern 100%. For me. And that is amazing. Like, I know we joke or whatever, but that is amazing. And like to even go back to the Breaking Bad, when he bought that rich dude the cup of the ramen. Just the ramen. And that was his favorite gift because it has so much meaning behind it.
Exactly.
And like when you let people, you know what? Acknowledgement and recognition go a long freaking way.
Absolutely.
It goes a long way.
Absolutely.
You just recognize someone's effort. It's not even like having to do anything for that, but like, damn, I see you, dude. Like, you're doing a great job. Or I really appreciate how you are with your wife or how you are with your kids. And knowing that you're not doing it for the recognition, but knowing that it's seen and that it's valued is like, I'm doing a good job. I'm doing the right thing.
Here's what people don't understand when it comes to, I'm making a little left, right? But we still on topic. So me and my wife talk all the time. We watch a bunch of shows, Housewives and all these different kind of shows, right? And you know, and or some movie about somebody dealing with some infidelity.
Right.
And we always talk about how the side person, whether male or female, they're always the reason why they have a place in a position. Not that it's right. I'm not giving them free pass to do anything cheating or nothing like that.
Yeah.
None of it's right. But I'm saying the reason why they find that angle in is because they always come from. Let me say 90% of the time they come from a place of those little things.
Yeah.
It's the little things, right? It's like you've seen a movie or not even a movie. You see our friends or people dealing with stuff like your wife may not be the type that rub your back when you get home because you do construction all day and you standing up and you're in pain, right? And that's a thing that you care about, or not even a thing that you care about. That's the thing that hurts, but you don't even know what to do. It's just come with the day of life of being a construction worker. Right. And then your work wife or whatever, she just comes by your desk one day and like, man, you look like the way your posture is, you look like you hurt. And she starts to give you a little massage. And you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Just that little subtle, it's dirty for sure.
But it is a subtle, small thing, just a shoulder rub.
It's something in, right? And for him, it becomes a bigger thing.
Yeah.
Like, so if you pay, I always listen to my wife when it comes to the little things, right? Little subtle things she want or she speaks of, because those are the things the devil come in and fill it. He's like,
He'll fill that void.
What?
He'll fill that void.
Fast.
He'll fill that void.
So about the water thing, I wasn't making that, to all seriousness, I wasn't saying it like it's a small thing that is a big thing.
Yeah.
So, and people appreciate that. It's just like welcoming somebody to your home and offering them coffee or water or whatever, or place to sit, or hey man, this is my wife. Everybody don't get introduced to the wife, right? So I understand that. For example, when you allow me into your home. Not only did you allow me to your home, you introduced me to your wife and your children.
Yeah,
right. Now that by no far feet. That's a huge thing. That's your wife and your children.
Yeah.
Everything can go to sleep over them.
Right.
Everything can go to sleep over them. That's just what it is. Right. So if you allow someone to be in that space, it's a gesture of good faith. Right. And it's something I don't take for granted and I full on appreciate. I know we joke a lot. Yeah. But all seriousness, I full on appreciate that kind of stuff.
Hey man. For sure. We work the same way. And it's like I'm also doing the same gesture to my family. You know what I mean? Like, this person is important enough for you to meet them.
The other way. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I want you to meet Luck. I want you to know he brings value and he's an important person.
For sure.
Not just one way. You know what I mean? Like,
for sure.
I feel like it's an honor for my family to meet you as well. You know what I mean?
And I was thinking that being here, I was thinking like, man, what it must be a big thing for me to be here so his family can meet me.
You should have seen how we stayed up the night before. We lost sleep, and the excitement was through the roof.
Yeah.
Nice for you to meet me.
That's hard. I'm really trying to hold it.
What an honor for you.
What an honor for you.
What an honor for you to grace my presence.
No, but man, I do appreciate you, man.
This is going to be a memorable day for you.
This is going to be a memorable day for you. Please, take a picture. Trust me.
You may not know it, but this is a core memory.
No, use your phone.
I just make core memories for people.
I make core memories. The funny thing is, there's somebody out there like that. I make core memories for people.
Imagine you leaving the house.
You would never be invited back to my home.
Imagine you leaving the house, and as you leave it, you're like, you all are welcome.
And y'all looking at me like...
And you bow like as you leave. You are all so welcome.
I make core memories for people is hilarious.
But look, what you're saying, that's a t-shirt. That's a t-shirt.
I make core memories for people.
I am your core memory.
That's hilarious.
The small things, filling the voids. Because there was a video of a dude talking to his wife, and she was like saying something, and he mentioned to her like that, she's like, you look like you've been eating good.
I don't know. I think I know what you're talking about.
What is it? You go.
You're not talking about the guy with the spool of wire, are you?
No.
Okay.
That was
cold.
That was cold.
That was cold.
Let's talk. Okay,
We
bring
have
that
to
up.
talk about that.
Bring
Okay,
that up
okay,
after this.
got it.
And so he was going to work, and he was like something he said or she said, like, "You look like you've been eating good." You know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, well, I've been eating with Susan." But he had been asking his wife to make him lunches, right? And she don't make him lunch. And this was the lady talking, and she was like, and I asked her, and she's like, "Oh no, I've been eating with Susan, and she cooks pretty healthy, like not a lot of bad stuff." And she was like, "You eat with who?" He was like, "Oh, she noticed that I don't ever have lunch, so she's been bringing 2 forks to lunch."
Oh, wow.
And she's sharing her lunch with me. And she's like, "So I've been making lunches at 4 a.m. since then."
Wow. You know what's the cold part? Why did it take that?
Why did it take that? But
Why did it take
Susan's
that?
been feeding me, so but look, that subtle extra fork, I'm about to feed you because
Extra fork, because I noticed that you're hungry, and no matter what, here's the thing too, no matter what her angle is.
because it could be just,
like, oh, here, eat. No,
yeah,
I got enough.
I have plenty of food.
I bring a fork.
But that's a foot. Because guess what? That stomach gonna start talking.
Bruh, because men and women, though, that's a little appreciation thing. Now, that don't mean he appreciated to the fact that he thinks she likes him or anything, right? But just that little appreciation thing, you start to do a compare thing, right? You say, man, my wife don't even... Once you start doing that, or my wife starts saying, man, my husband don't never do... How you think work husbands and work wives exist?
Exactly.
They're in the office with you. They hearing all the conversations.
They spend more time with you.
They spend all the time with you, every day.
Every day.
They know you're gonna be there tomorrow.
And they spend time with them when they're not tired.
Man,
You come home drained.
That's what I'm saying.
They get to come meet them in the morning like, hey,
You got
what's
lunch
going on?
breaks,
Like,
lunch together.
you want to go for a walk on our first break?
What about when you talk about family stuff in the office?
Yeah.
Now he knows that your husband been getting on your nerves because of he played video games too much.
Yeah.
And now he just miraculously, I hate video games.
You ever heard of these losers that just play video games and ignore their wife? I just don't get
it. Right? That's the entryway in.
My interest is massaging feet and talking sweet nothings.
Right. Like other than
you like massages?
Other than being perfectly loyal, like what? That's the entryway in, bro. And
I noticed a void.
I noticed a void.
I've noticed the void. But that's really it. It's like how they say gateway drugs, right? Like it's gateway actions, gateway actions.
Yeah.
And it could be like that girl could not be even doing anything like you said, and I hate to get on us men, sometimes we be oblivious to things.
What? A lot of times
oblivious and just be just like tools just walking through life. And your wife will notice something and be like, hey, such and such, like, nah, no, man, no way.
We totally oblivious. And here's the thing about being oblivious in that area specifically, right? So I have no problem with us being a little oblivious in those areas because when we are looking for something, it ain't there, right? So, but I remember we had a conference at my church and it was a pastor speaking. He was up there with his wife. And it wasn't a normal church. So it was like on a Saturday. It was a conference on like better yourself, entrepreneurship, and a bunch of stuff like that. And him and his wife was talking about keys to being married long and how marriage can help in you being a better version of yourself, right? And he talked about how his wife he would be in church. Now they would be in church. He would be preaching or whatever. And his wife would notice there was this one lady that worked for the church.
Oh, you told the story.
Yeah, I talked about that, right?
Yeah, you talked about that.
Okay,
and she was completely right.
We did talk about that, right?
That
was the first episode of Reality Check. What I did with you, I think.
But the fact that she caught the hints.
100%.
Do you think so this is a question. Do you think it's that women know women? Or is it that women have a certain feeling about their significant other of like protection? Well, women, like a hedge of protection around?
It's two things. It's first of all, it's all that.
Okay.
You said. Women know women, the hedge of protection, and that's also her job.
Right.
It's not her only job.
Right.
Just like my job ain't only to protect her.
Yeah.
I got many jobs that's exclusive to my wife.
Right.
Right. So one of her jobs also is to watch out for the things you can't see. Right. If you're going to be leading, right, then who's going to watch your back and your sides? If you're going to be looking for make sure everything good, who's going to make sure you good back here?
Exactly.
So that's also part of like a wife's. I don't want to say people get all discomforted when talk about duty. We all have duties in relationships.
Yeah.
But I have a duty in us being friends. I have a duty to not disrespect you and know how to act around Rios and when I'm dealing with him and his family or whatever the case may be. Right. So part of our duties is that also. So when we are being believers, the key is though, like I said that other time, is we have to listen to her and know that don't dismiss her when it's like you're dismissing her and her gifts.
Yeah.
She has gifts.
That she's sensitive to these things.
She's been gifted to that.
Yeah.
That's why you guys are together, because you complement each other in your gifts, and you use your gifts to support and spread out and be great, right? Mm-hmm. So with her having one of her gifts being to see the BS around, the people to attack, the people stabbing you in your back, the Jezebel spirits coming trying to separate you two. You have to when she says, "Oh, and it's about knowing your wife," because now here's the thing too. There are the differences when you just have a jealous wife who don't want you talk to nobody, no women, no nothing,
right.
Whatever. I remember the rumors of, I'm not sure if this is ever true or not, but the rumors of Doug Christie when
his wife was super.
His wife didn't let him
have any free time,
free time or interview with no women.
Yeah.
Period. I'm like, what? That made no sense. But if that rumor was true, that's just insane. That's her job. It's like that's crazy. So I'm not saying I can't attribute all that to her.
Maybe one time she came in and
probably
he was
something happened.
The interviewer.
Probably something happened, right? Which is, I understand that, right? But also,
she left for 3 seconds. She come in.
First of all, that's the ultimate.
Barbara,
3 seconds. You had to
damn,
get off.
Doug, not again. Damn it,
terrible.
Doug. Not Barbara.
3 seconds, broken wave. You sneeze long enough.
You ain't going nowhere. No, but you have a sickness.
So he could now.
Yeah.
That's why I don't know they're married. So that he could have been so reckless. She acts like this now, or she could just be like that. She could be like that.
But to me, it looked like he liked it. It was like he liked her having that much control over him.
Or he's just a pushover.
Just a pushover. Yeah, that's crazy. What would you say is your gift?
As far as what, my marriage?
Yeah, like what do you like in? Has your wife ever said that you're like really good at this? Like, you know, like how your wife knows certain things and this and that. Like,
yeah, I think she told me I'm really good at listening to her now.
Right.
Because before I wasn't.
Okay.
I'm good listening to her now. She loves the way I love her. I'm very attentive, very loyal. Mm-hmm. There's a couple of things. I don't know if I'm considered gifts, but I mean, I guess so.
They are.
The way I protect her, the way I make sure she's good. If I make sure she's comfortable in different spaces.
Yeah.
I'm never to make her feel like she's alone, especially if I'm in the building. Somewhere she's not.
That's big.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people don't know how to integrate their Have you ever seen that?
Yeah.
Like where people don't know how to integrate their significant other into the room or into a circle.
I found myself in a situation.
And it's awkward.
Where I won't name names, but I found myself in a situation where we were at an event and one of my friends brought his wife and he's just mingling around the room. Now, it's not our event.
Yeah.
So you have no excuse. Like, why am I keeping your wife company? And I'm only keeping her company because I actually know her as a friend for real. And he ain't around. So she would literally just be here by herself. You know what I mean? Now, I've been in music for so long. I know a bunch of people in here just by doing music. But she was your guest. And why am I here with her the whole time? Which, like I said, my friend is not a problem, but you weren't supposed to do that.
Yeah.
I hate, that's one thing, a pet peeve of mine. I remember years ago when one of my ex-girlfriends, I went to her family house. Her family staying in Ladera somewhere. On the other side by on Slauson, right across from the
LA the 24-hour fitness?
No. It's in the houses literally right across from La Cienega. Going down Slauson, you got cross La Cienega.
Yeah.
On the right, all them houses right there, you stay in that neighborhood.
Okay.
And I went over there one time and I was meeting her. Now I know her mom and dad and stuff, but I was meeting her whole family for the first time. Bro, I'm not lying to you, bro. I got to the house. We walked in the house. I sat on the couch. The family's all over the house. I was in the house for an hour. Not one person spoke to me.
What?
She walked off and did her did her family thing.
Yeah.
Her cousins, aunties, and stuff like that. I'm on the couch. There's a new person on the couch that nobody knows here.
And people are in the room.
They're walking. It's not even like an empty living room.
Oh,
people just walking back and forth, going to the kitchen table, going back to the other room, and walking by, and they may stop talking to each other from here, then move on. I'm sitting on the couch like this. She ain't came to check on me, no water, no nothing.
Yeah.
It was like an hour, bro. I left.
What?
I literally walked out. I walked outside because did I drive? Oh, did I meet her there or Uber? It was before Uber.
Yeah.
Before Uber, so it was years ago. But I left. I think I did drive, but it was her whole family house. So I was there for an hour, and I was kind of like at the point like. It started getting on my nerves so much. I do this thing where I start shaking. If I get too irritated, my legs just start shaking. You get this like
exactly.
twitch thing. My legs start shaking. I'm sitting there like, I'm gonna just tell her I'm gonna leave. But I didn't get to tell her because she
had
wouldn't
the
come
opportunity because she didn't even come.
I mean,
this is
it's ridiculous. And it was literally like an hour or something. It was too long to be in a house and nobody's talking to you.
30 minutes.
It's rude. First of all, that's rude. And I ended up leaving.
And it's a snapshot.
What's crazy was
it's a snapshot of like, oh, you don't know.
That was. I was like, oh, okay. First of all, I was disrespectful. And how does my lady not know that that's disrespectful?
Right.
And that shouldn't be done.
Right.
Because if that was on the other foot, that's ridiculous. And if I'm not to put extras on it, but if I'm not mistaken, it wasn't like she called me immediately when I drove off. It was like there was some time before I feel like she realized that I had left.
Oh, you let it cook too. You let it say like, I'm gonna see when you notice.
Yeah, because
I ain't calling you.
I'm hot. I'm already.
Yeah.
I've been waiting for you to come in here. Why should I have to text you here when you here?
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm like, nah, yeah. So that was a thing where.
And if you are busy, if you are cooking, are you doing something in the kitchen?
Man,
can you introduce me, or can you be like, hey, babe, I'm gonna be over here for a minute?
You could have did
anything.
I would have been if you'd have been like, babe, I'm helping my grandma, whatever, cook, whatever. You good? You need anything? You need some water or something? Okay, I'll make sure I come back here and check it, whatever. But that would have let me know, okay, I'm good.
Yeah.
Now, her family's still rude.
Yeah.
Because none of them talk to me still. But, because my family ain't like that. My family like, who? Like, what's your name? Come sit over here.
Also, I want to know who the hell is sitting on my couch.
That's what I'm saying.
Who's in my house? Who
you just got
this?
a dude in your house. Ain't nobody asking?
What's up? Hey, how you doing?
That was crazy to me, bro.
How you been? What's going on with you? Like, you want to figure out who's in your house.
That was insanely crazy.
My wife used to be a little bit like that, but not in like households or anything like that. Like, she was very understanding, but she got so used to me making conversation with people and having like being able to connect with people that she would just be like, oh, okay, like I'm
good.
No, I may be having this conversation, but this is not where I want to, like, you know what I mean? Like,
oh, got it. Okay.
Like, I don't want to be stuck conversating with you.
Yeah, for sure,
like,
for sure.
Bring me along, like, because people will get engaged and just be like, oh, and I'll be like, oh, you know what? Like, I'm gonna go get
you just holding court here.
Yeah, and I'm like,
I still don't know these people.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick, or I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and
got it.
It's like, babe, yeah, I may be looking like I'm having it, but we're here together. Like, I want us to be. If we're gonna mingle, let's mingle through. But now we got it. But we had to figure each other out.
I'm social like that. Where I'm social like that anyway. It wasn't like I wasn't social that day. Yeah, it's just that I didn't get a chance to because I'm not gonna walk around the house I don't even know. Yeah, we walked in the door and I sat down on the couch that was in front of me. So I'm not walking around the house. I don't even know where I'm at, where I'm going. I don't know. So
am I supposed to be in here?
Like, it's like I'm not even. I can usually like.
Oh, he's cleaning a shotgun in here.
Like, what?
Like, no,
But anyway, that was terrible. I hate. It's crazy because when we talk about family stuff, dealing with family stuff. Let me ask you this: How are you? So my wife, she's super super tight with her family. Okay, right. And I mean, her and her mom are like best friends. Yeah. But I was raised with my mom and my sister best friends. My mom and her, my grandmother, they was best friends. My grandmother passed on. They were best friends. Yeah. So I'm used to seeing women and the moms and the best friend thing. But I'm not as. Here's the thing. What I mean, I'm very much a homebody, right? I can literally just be at home. and be cool. If I got my resources there,
for
something
sure.
to eat, something to watch on TV, if I got my computer, then I'm pretty much I'm good. You know what I mean? But she likes to go to all of her mom threw her parties and go to the family events and all the stuff. And I'll be tripping a lot of times. I'm not going to the picnic this year.
Yeah.
You know, which I got to do better at. I got to admit, I'm getting older. People are getting older, so I don't want to. Sometimes if you don't go to an event, that means you're not going to see them for a year,
right?
Depending on what the event is.
Yeah.
But like, so how tight are you with like? Do you have a big family?
I do have I would say I have a medium-sized family.
Same, I think so.
They're separate. They're separated though. It's like no one's like. It used to be we all were in Long Beach.
Okay.
And it was easy to visit. Like if I wanted to, I could go visit all my aunts in the same day.
Right. Okay.
And within 3 hours.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like do an hour, 30 minutes here,
over here
30 minutes
cover all the
here,
ground.
go
Okay.
here, go get a bite to eat. Like go everywhere, get a bite to eat, and just touch base with my family. But not so much. Everybody kind of spread out. You know what I mean?
Outside of Long Beach?
Outside of Long Beach, like San Bernardino, this valley,
so
over
they're
here,
all over the
Marietta,
place.
like, and it's no way you're visiting two
Right.
in the same day. It's like,
is there a time where you guys all, as a whole family, get together? Not just like a family reunion, but like a big, what you consider a big holiday?
no,
Okay.
we don't like, and that was a thing. Like, I noticed, like, I was like, oh, that is us now. Like we have to build that for our children and their kids and whatever.
Yeah.
Like we're going to be the base. When our grandma passed away, it like kind of like my Uncle Marvin committed suicide. That ruined emotionally, just like devastating to the family. And then my grandmother got sick right after that. My grandfather died of cancer right after that. You know what I mean? Like it was just a bunch of stuff. And it was like, I don't even know if we've recovered to this day. And this was like 30 years ago.
Right.
And it just was never the same because it was like an order of things. And I think nobody really picked up the torch or whatever.
Yeah.
My aunt
to
did
be
it
like
for a little bit.
the next big mama or the next
big
whatever.
mama.
Yeah.
And even though like an aunt would do it, like this would be off or this person not getting along. Like, and so we would have family reunions and I love every single one of my family members, but now it's just like so far in between.
Yeah.
And we're trying to build that with our family.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like everybody's welcome, open door policy, but I'm not, I got to a point where I used to always be out. You know what I mean? Like my wife used to be worried because I used to be drinking, but I would just be, I'm going to go visit somebody. And I would just go out and I would be out all day just visiting, going to different places.
Was that because of a certain reason or you just like to be out?
Just be out. And then I had to like look at it like, you're facilitating all these relationships. You see these people because you go see them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, no one's coming to visit you.
Right.
No one's going out of their way to be like, oh, what up? You know what I mean? Like, you're doing all these stop-bys and drop-bys.
To go keep with them.
How would this relationship be, or these friendships, or these relationships be if you stop popping up, if you stop showing up? So you're making this happen. You know what? Invest in what is important.
Did you notice a change?
I did.
When okay.
I noticed a change, and like, not that people weed themselves out. Like, yeah, they do, but I noticed that I'm home more. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, and spending time with what's important. You know what I mean? Like now my kids are here and everything, but it's like, spend time with your wife. Spend time here. Do something at the house. You don't have to be ripping and running the streets. And that I have become accustomed to that. Like ripping and running, dropping in on homies, dropping in on cousins, dropping in on the old homegirl or what.
And I wonder what's that's about I mean, it's different for everybody. Yeah. Because when I hear this, I'm like, there was a time, right? I quote unquote ran the streets. Yeah. Just like I gotta be outside somewhere. I gotta go. I gotta be over here. I think for me, it sounds like for you too. Yeah. Like it's like once you realize like the real value in your life, like the real value, you start to get close to it. Yeah. And so I knew that me standing in the corner with the homies wasn't gonna produce anything. Yeah. Great. You know what I mean? Or I knew if I stayed at the homegirl house all night, we just gonna be over here drinking, smoking, whatever we did, that was suffice the time to kind of pass the time, but it didn't lead to any progress. Now, yeah, we got cool memories nowadays. We can laugh at stuff we did back then and all the crazy little things, but at the same time, that time could have been spent doing something greater.
Right.
And as I got older, so meeting my she was obviously my girl at the time, and I'm meeting my lady as I'm diving headfirst into the music business per se.
Yeah.
Now I already had a deal and stuff like that before that, but now I'm getting with a crew. I ended up getting with Diamond Lane, and now I got a crew. We got some business. We about to try to put money in stuff, and I met my lady around that time.
Okay.
So the beginning of the craziness that was about to come.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of years of me being out to the studio every morning, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Like I know I would be gone. So I would see her maybe in the morning, and then, you know what I mean? And then the next morning, so I spent years being that dude.
Yeah.
I'd be in the studio till 1, 2, 3. And I was like, once my life started getting a little older, my life started changing, I started shifting into other things. I wanted to your point, I want to be home more.
Yeah.
I want to be home more, not because of that I lost any of the spunk of being like an energetic dude out here, but just more so like I don't really want to do that. That's not valuable. I like this lady here. She makes me feel good all the time about a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? Everything ain't just physical. It's more so like, the way she cheer me on, the way she speaks life into me, the way she encouraged me to do better or go after that next thing or, oh, you doing that? Oh, I'm going to support you in that too.
Right.
All them things. And I just want to be there more. And then once I want to start kicking back and.
You want to be that for her.
Yeah, for sure. And because I spent so many years
how do I reciprocate
not being
this?
nothing for nobody, just myself.
How do I reciprocate this? Like, I want you to feel how I feel. Like, you know what I mean? I want you to feel supported.
Yeah.
Hey, being a rapper is a great unattached position.
Break that down.
Like, as a job, as a duty, as a title, like, yes, we're in a relationship, but I have to do this stuff. And it's like, you are like, I'm not saying that rappers are cheaters or whatever, but it's like a perfect combination of you're out in the world and you're entitled to, I got to do this, I got to be in the studio at this time, but you're still in a relationship, but you understand I'm a rapper. I got to be at this video, I got to be here, I got to be making engagements.
Yeah, it's the perfect cocktail for whatever. What I mean by that, so if I have a job, that means there's a slotted time and schedule that I'm on. Right. But with rap, it can literally be anything, any day.
I'm on tour. I got to go here to perform. Anything. I got to go here.
And here's the thing. It wasn't, so I think the difference is also because now there's tons of rappers. Yeah. But everybody ain't got stuff going on. Right. So it wasn't like I was just hanging at the studio. Yeah, of course, tons of times we were at the studio. We got to make the music. Right. But I also know at the end of making this music, there is a tour. We did do radio. I do got to do all the venues in LA. We're going and then do this and that. And, so yeah, that was a thing. We were building a name, having a name coming up, trying to get our footing into this West Coast LA hip hop scene, And so I did. And let me keep it all the way real. I also use it evenly 50% for all the BS. Right. So
because it surrounds you.
Because so
it's a great excuse. I'm out.
So it wasn't just exactly. It wasn't just me saying oh no, I gotta be in the studio. No, sometimes I didn't have to be. Yeah. Sometimes I knew it was again girls there. Sometimes I knew we was smoking, drinking, partying, doing stuff we ain't supposed to be doing, and you saying we in the studio was the guise of that. Now here's the thing for the viewer listening or watching. Most rappers in life ain't popping at all, right? So I understand there's a narrative that what goes on in the studio, but most studios don't look like that, right? Because most people ain't got nothing going on, right? They think I'm trying to that. I mean, a lot of times when I say that, I think people think I'm trying to cover for the rapper. I'm not trying to cover for no cheaters or people disrespecting their women, right? I was that. I wasn't trying to cover that. What I'm trying to tell you is, the reality is most studios don't look like how our studios look,
Right.
or how like another even with, for example, with when y'all used to do Ace Boy Worldwide, the pod, right?
Yeah.
And Yam Cam and all that stuff like that. You couldn't do none of that if none of y'all was popping.
Right.
Ain't no girl showing up doing that if none of y'all popping. And any new podcast wouldn't got that going anyway.
No.
Y'all already had to be the Ace Boys. So you going into it, you already had a name in these streets for the type of crew this is. Right? Turned up party, whatever. And I'm talking about from years of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, people got older, we got married with stuff like that, but that name is a name.
And that's just a small that's just
I know. So I'm saying, so you know what I mean. So
no, I see. I get your.
So
point
it wasn't
100.
like that. Wasn't everybody podcast can't do what y'all was doing.
Yeah.
Like everybody's studio session did not look like ours.
No,
because you couldn't, because y'all didn't have nothing going on.
Who wasn't that guy?
I wouldn't say that, but I'm saying like the crew. We had a lot going on.
Like
yeah,
you're being humble right
for
now.
sure.
Y'all didn't have people didn't have y'all motion.
It was there.
Y'all had the
a lot of
motion.
people did
Y'all
not have,
had motion.
did not have that. So so that's the other part of it, covering a lot of your BS.
Yeah, because if it can be, you can be solid, but it is a lot of temptation.
What?
It's a lot of time away, a lot of temptation, and it's a lot of eyes on you. When you used to go places, and you go places, it was like people looking.
Bro,
people are looking.
We used to even do spot dates. Forget the tours. We would do spot dates anywhere from up and down the West Coast, Midwest, right? Well, Midwest, we pretty much on tour at that point. Let's say Southern Cali spot dates here. Spot dates. I mean, like dates. You got a show somewhere.
Okay.
Got another show. You're not on tour. You just got got a show over here. I got a show over here.
Shout out Problem. Dropping music right now.
Oh yeah, dope too. He got a new song with I think with Graf and Mitchie Slick. I think right now, super dope video.
Shout out Problem.
Shout out Problem.
Jason Martin, baby.
Still working, still doing his thing, man. Still talented. Still a one man show. Like I said, once again, if you put Problem in the studio with nobody, just him, he literally gonna come out with a whole entire album.
Flashlight.
My flashlight.
It's not messing it up.
I don't want to see if it was. He's one of the dudes you can put in the studio by himself, and he literally can make a whole album.
By himself,
literally. I'm talking about record, engineer, mix, sequence, put the whole thing together, play. Don't let him mess with the album cover a little bit. Boom, now you got an album cover.
He's just gifted.
He's gifted. He's gifted. Put him in the studio by himself, a whole album coming out. He don't need nobody.
And I didn't mean to jump away from what you were saying, but he's working with Lefty Gunplay.
Yeah,
helping him.
Yeah, I've seen that.
And they're saying Lefty is being coachable.
Produced.
Like I'm trying to produced. Mm-hmm. He's allowing himself to be produced,
which the greatest in life have. Matter of fact, I'll be willing to say 99.9% of all the greats, people you consider legendary greats, have all been produced. Because yes, there's naturally talented people. Michael Jackson was naturally talented. That voice, the dancing, all that. But Quincy is a thing. Rob Temperton is a thing. You surround him with these pieces, then you get Thriller, Off the Wall, and all these amazing things. Right. So Prob produced me. Prob made me learn how to record myself. Made me learn how to put certain filters on my voice, because my voice got sound a certain kind of way. Mm-hmm. So my voice sound better coming through this chain in Pro Tools, and help me figure that out, and ideas for hooks, and look, you should go with this. No, man, do it like this. Like, you have to be produced. Dre produced Dog, Snoop.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so, in Head, I tell people this all the time. You got to listen to DJ Head. Keep telling people that.
What does it mean? I don't mean to. What does it mean for DJ Head to be in that car with Lefty Gunplay and be like, "We got a banger"? So
a couple things. One, that means Lefty is doing what he's supposed to be doing when it comes to being an artist, soaking up game and learning. Right? He's with the right people. He's with Head, who's straight shooter. He's gonna tell you exactly what he's hearing, what's going on with your project, and. But he also can give you a solution. Okay. So it's either dope, you ain't got, and that's the one, that's the song, right? Or that ain't it, but let me tell you why. Let me tell you what you can do.
Because he was so if Head is excited about your song, What does that tell you?
He got a hit for sure. He got a banger.
He's that cold. Like, he's that cold.
Head is a genius with music, and he don't miss when it comes to sound. With knowing what your beats, the speed of your music, what place is right, what song sounds good that's gonna be slid in the perfect spot on radio. He knows it by ear. He knows it, and repetitiveness, and like he'll tell you. He'll listen to a song, but oh yeah, that's about 103 BPMs. If you slow it down to this, then you get a bit. He's that dude.
So we can trust. Yeah. That if he's saying this Lefty Gunplay new album and working with who he's working with,
bro, I've been on record saying if you're from LA, well, if you're from anywhere, but if you're from LA and you have a relationship with Head, or you know if you can get to him some kind of way, I wouldn't even put out an album without calling him. I wouldn't, because I would need him to be like, all right, let me know what you think. He gonna give you the real. You ain't gotta ask him. His name is on it, right? So, and I'll ask him what you think, and then tell him what you think you need, and what can we do better? How can we do, And so, like, watching him and him be so proud of Lefty, because I'm proud of him too. I'm proud that he was allowed himself to be produced, because at this point, you're on the Kendrick record, you're doing all kind of interviews, you're all over the place, and you could have took the role. Like, I know what I'm doing.
I got this.
I got it.
But for you to be like, no, I do need help, and I can only go so far by myself. I need help to go further along in my career. That takes a bit of humbleness.
Yeah,
it takes a little bit.
You gotta humble yourself.
You gotta humble yourself to be able to say, I would love to really receive some help.
I would love it, and I think you should always. I think you should always receive help. I don't know artists who. I'm sure there's artists who don't, but I don't know. Even Prob, being a one-stop shop, there's tons of stuff I help Prob on. Okay. I don't mean write nothing. I don't write in Prob nothing, never. But I'm saying like different kind of ideas or something here. Or Prob, maybe you should say it like that. Or I don't think you should say that. You probably take that part out. Or you didn't need it. That's an extra word you didn't need. Take it out. So he's not above being produced,
right? And
Prob, first of all, Prob certified hit maker. Also,
being above, no one's above criticism.
No.
You shouldn't be above criticism. You should, especially from your loved ones, from somebody that cares about you.
That's the only way you're going to learn.
I ain't got no ill will for you. I only want the best for you.
If I tell you, me and you do the podcast, right? Mm-hmm. And we have a long podcast, and then at the end of the podcast, I put you to the side and be like, Rios, man, I don't think you should have said that one thing. Let me tell you why. Because this, whatever. The fact that I never spoke to you like that will let you know that, oh, this is serious and he's concerned, and maybe I should look into that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Maybe this is something I should really look into, because he never pulled me to the side and told me like, hey man, I probably, because we joke a lot. We tell a lot of stuff on here. Yeah. Especially you, very disrespectful. But other than that.
Mine are what I thought was right and being proven wrong.
Yeah,
so it's coming from a dumb place, so don't worry about it.
Yeah, for sure. I knew that already.
It's coming from a place of ignorance, so you can't.
For sure.
It's coming from a vulnerable, open place of ignorance. And so
a vulnerable, open place of ignorance. So it's cool.
It's cool. Correct me. It's on you. It's on you. Right. Be the intelligent one to go along with it.
Lead me.
Oh, you let your dog off the leash.
You stupid dog.
Yep. Luck let Rios go unhinged.
Never know. I'll draw you back in, and please do the same. Please do the same, dude. Is there
someone get your full bastard?
We need a signal. We need a signal. So when Rio's going too far or Luck going too far, there got to be something. There got to be a signal to be like, well, we're recording. I guess we can edit something out, but
originally
I got to be like, I start drinking water randomly. You know? It gotta be some kind of signal.
You can start drinking water like you're dehydrated. Oh yeah, you thirsty. Okay, let me slow down.
That's too much.
Okay. Copy.
Have you ever doing? Listen, have you ever found yourself on a podcast and you felt like, okay, I should have said that?
Me?
Yes. He said all the time.
All the time. Because I have I don't know what that's called.
ADHD?
I have that.
Okay.
But I have a thought Boom. You know what I mean? I need
kind of like Tourette's. How Tourette's work? No, I'm not saying you have Tourette's. No. I'm not saying you have Tourette's. I'm saying like how Tourette's works.
That's not funny either.
I'm saying how Tourette's works. I mean, you have Tourette's.
Why are you laughing or smiling about that?
About how Tourette's works?
That's a disability.
Tourette's. That's not Vin Diesel name in Fast and Furious.
What?
Tourette's.
No.
What is it?
I don't know.
Oh, Toretto.
Toretto. I don't know what it says. But it's not something to be laughed about.
No, your brain works like Tourette's works. If I say it louder, it gets better.
If I yell it, you know.
No, you know how people with Tourette's.
Tourette's. Huh?
No. Tourette's.
Huh?
No.
You don't get it. You know, kick it back.
Now see, that was.
See,
that was
the
actual Tourette's joke.
That was the what we were just.
I was talking about Vin Diesel. You were talking about the actual condition.
See, that's what I'm saying. The filter thing. You know what I mean? So it's not. I don't go too. See, I get excited, go too far. You know what I mean? But so it's your fault. Unhinged ignorance that you allow to happen. But no, it's not like Tourette's.
Okay.
But I will say what's on my mind.
So how about this? It's not Tourette's. We got that. What else makes you randomly just say stuff? What's the other condition?
Remember I told you I give up surprises all the time?
Right.
Like I'll blow a surprise easily. Like a birthday, somebody's not telling people about pregnancies, and it just.
How did that happen?
I don't know. It just is something I just tell people, don't tell me things that you don't want. If it's like a secret surprise,
yeah.
Because that's not me. But I have had regrets of things that I've said that, like not intentionally.
So you don't realize you're about to say it?
Like the doorknob stuff. When you were on Ace Boys Worldwide. You remember?
That was crazy. That was crazy. And I knew. I did Ace Boys one time.
One time. And you were egging it on. And then...
Wait, what's the door? Wait, what? Remind me about the door. What exactly did you say?
Somebody
what?
From the doorknob.
Somebody hanging from a doorknob? Who could do that?
I have no idea. But
that's not even physically possible
not for most people.
So who are the people? Wait, who?
Remember, we're talking about something that I regret that I said. Let's talk about what you regretted. Let's dive into the thing you wanted to take back.
I still don't believe that's a real place, but
it is. That's what we should do, a vlog.
Go in there?
Yeah.
You're not serious right now.
You want to vlog that?
Do I?
Do you really?
What? Yes.
Are
you serious, bro?
Yes.
This is not a real place.
Oh my God. I don't know why people have such a hard time believing. He's talking about small people land. Town. Small people town in Long Beach is a small people town in Long Beach. And it's a gated community for small people.
Is that what it's called?
I don't know if it's what the correct term is. Height deficient people.
It's called height deficient town?
Yeah. Height deficiency
town.
There
has to be a name for it.
What are they? I don't know what the proper term is for them. And I don't want to say the wrong thing. People with lack of height.
You telling me again, because I keep asking this because it was such a rumor at one point. So you gotta understand, people that's not from Long Beach, they do not believe this.
We can vlog it. And I will show you. I'll help you jump the gate to get in there. And we'll vlog it.
It's a gate?
It's a gated community. In a well-to-do neighborhood. In one of the richest neighborhoods in Long Beach.
Are you telling me, listen, okay. All right, okay, stop. You're telling me right now there is a whole town in Long Beach, California that's a gated community just for small people.
Small people, yes.
Now, are the houses small?
Yes.
Cars?
I've never seen a small car for them because all cars they're gonna have to have something adjusted for them.
Yeah, I'm not
Because
sure.
they're not gonna be in a micro machine. You know what I mean? Like they're gonna be in a regular car.
So they're real cars.
Mm-hmm. With adjustments to the real car.
You see people going in and out.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, why is that a place?
Because maybe back in the day they needed a place of protection.
That work? Did it work? Protection?
It's not hard to jump their fence.
Wait, is that the real Long Beach and they built everything else around it?
And maybe why everything else around it is called Strong Beach.
You saying they're not strong?
Well, I don't want to get into that strong conversation. That's another regretful thing. But yeah, they live there.
Do it, man. Look, okay. I want to ask our.
Go, just go.
No, I want to ask them, but I also feel like they silly like us.
Are they? There's a little small guy comedian that's really funny right now. You know, one of my favorite actors is a small guy.
Who?
The dude from Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah, he's incredible. What's his name?
You don't really have to know his name.
Why not?
Why not? You don't really have to know his name.
Why?
The little guy from Game of Thrones. And you know exactly what I'm talking about.
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying, what is his name anyway?
I'm saying that's why I don't know his name.
Because you never had to do research, because you always know. So if he's in another movie, I'm like, you know him, the little guy from Game of Thrones. Wait, why you laugh?
Because it's real. You never really have. You should know his name.
You should know his name.
You should know his name.
No, you should know his name.
Why should I?
Because that's your favorite actor.
Oh, yeah, I should. I didn't say he's my favorite.
You say that?
He's one of my favorite actors.
Right.
One. I have 100.
I bet you know their names.
No, there's some I don't know.
Like who?
Bokeem Woodbine.
That's his name. That's the name. That's his name.
I didn't know his name last week.
You know his name this week?
This week because somebody called us out.
No, you knew his name before that.
Yeah, I probably did.
Who's your favorite actor? We talked about that?
Yeah, we did. I have a few.
Okay.
I have, look, I'm not going to know this guy's name. He's from Gangs of New York. The bad guy. He was in
what's that Western movie? Not Western. He was
Blood.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
There Will Be Blood.
There Will Be Blood. Leonardo
Which I heard was
DiCaprio.
fire.
You've never
I
seen
watched
it?
a little bit of Tiger, but I didn't finish it. I did, but I started watching it though.
How much did you watch?
Not enough. I watched. Or maybe like I think 10 minutes.
Oh yeah, you haven't watched it. You haven't watched the movie.
Yeah, I gotta watch it.
What's seems to be the issue?
Me and my wife been catching up on shows.
You know one thing I do notice about you, you don't talk about very many Asian shows or movies.
What do you mean? I gave you one on here. I love the Hellbound.
Hellbound? That's one.
How many we supposed to?
I'm thinking I'm catching.
I haven't eaten no black movies either.
I'm thinking I'm getting a hint of something.
I haven't gave you any black movies either.
Yeah, you have.
Like which one?
Django.
I told you about Django.
Yeah.
What? No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did.
What did I tell you about Django?
Like a few episodes ago.
I told you what about Django?
That it was Quentin Tarantino. He makes good movies. And you're like, look at Django and Jamie Foxx. You were talking about Jamie Foxx.
Is that a black movie?
Well, Jamie Foxx is the lead actor.
Is that a black movie?
Yeah, it was about.
Now, what do you consider a black movie? What is considered a black movie? And the director has to be black? Moving on. Moving right.
No, the director don't have to be black.
Okay.
I think it has to be a black story. And it was a black story about a black relationship. Like he was in love with his wife or his girl
Yep.
who got stolen from him and he had to go and read. It was like a amazing love story.
Yep.
And you know what? Dang it, because we've been bouncing around a little bit. I want to go back to your spot performances that you were talking about.
I forgot where I was at with that. Okay.
But a movie I love.
I think I like how this podcast just switch subjects and do whatever. Yeah. But go ahead, movie you love.
I'll ask you one more time. Don't interrupt me. Inglourious Bastards.
Never seen it.
No way.
By choice though.
Why?
Because at the time I think I think it was the hype, and I got to think about that. If it's too much hype or something, then I usually stay away. But I never got back around to it. I gotta watch it.
Inglourious Bastards is really good. Brad Pitt is in there. It's about the Nazis, the Jews.
Yeah, I gotta watch it. Yeah,
it's really good. Quentin Tarantino is dope, man.
I never seen for sure.
Are you not a Quentin Tarantino fan?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. How do you feel about how people feel about him using the N-word?
I feel like he is letting us know what it's like when we're not around.
Wait a minute. Could he be trying to turn it back on us?
No, I feel like he's revealing like, hey, y'all, this is how we talk when you're not around.
Oh, I took that another way.
No.
That could be another conspiracy.
I feel like he's literally letting black people know, like, hey, when you're not around,
wow,
this is how we speak.
I took it as this is how we see. This is how we hear you. Or this is how we see you. Like, we kind of like pointing the mirror to, no, this is how y'all talk. And it may seem like a lot because you know that I'm a writer on this show, but this is what you sound like. This is you.
Not this
Who
is...
Who you mad at?
Not this is you, because they use the hard ER a lot.
Yeah. No. But to, yes, in some instances, yes. But Pulp Fiction was more about, well, it was about both, though.
Yeah, it was
both.
But also, I think what it is, think about how difficult it is for them to come out in the world and not be able to speak the way they speak in the house.
I don't think it's difficult. Oh, you said
and they say it all the time.
The way they speak in the house. Yeah.
And then they like come out and they're like, dang, let me readjust. Because I'm pretty sure that some of that shit be flying.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
And he's revealing it.
Well, I'm not surprised in his household if it do.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised at all. And I don't think that's cool at all. Let me just put on record. I don't think that's cool at all.
Look at the dude from Seinfeld, Kramer.
That was crazy. He had a meltdown.
And how when you have a meltdown, the first thing off your tongue is that. Yeah. And I've never heard you say it before.
Yeah, that was
maybe
a lot.
It's because maybe we're in Bizarro world. Maybe we're going through life and talking to people, and then as soon as we leave or we're out of the scene, they get back to acting regular.
That's
maybe
deep.
Nobody acts normal around us.
Us as in
blacks. What if they don't act normal around us?
You think?
And we don't even get to see the real people.
Do we act normal around them?
Yeah.
You think so?
We're not embarrassed to look.
I think most of us. What's the word I'm looking for? We
code switch.
Yes.
Code switch.
Yes. And not all the time for our protection either.
So, but look, we think about code switching for what we do.
Yeah.
Why have we never put code switch on them? Maybe they code switch to interact with us.
Yeah. That's deep. Wait, the code switch.
As soon as you walk through the door, P's and Q's.
Dude, you don't think, but we do that.
Here comes luck. P's and Q's, everybody. P's and Q's.
Like a rehearsal? Say, my man, what it look like?
They may say shit like, oh, finally, it's black ass left.
Oh, shoot. You think so?
But that's not really, like, we say black ass. This this fool.
Yeah, but
get your black ass out of here.
But they probably say stuff
like that.
Yeah. Well, first of all, if I think you're racist,
Is that racist? Black ass?
No, I said if I think you're racist,
Mm-hmm.
most of the things you say under the umbrella of you being racist means racism to me.
But I still think that there's things.
For example, black ass don't mean if when somebody says shut your black ass up, that could be a bunch of stuff. But when a racist white woman or white man say it, you look at that differently.
But look, so this is a thin line. What if they're not racist? What if they love black people, but they're just not comfortable and scared of saying certain things around them, and when we leave, they start speaking comfortably?
Well, that's a problem too. That's a problem. They can't live with that fear.
What?
And what are you afraid of?
Us. Judgment, shame, being blackballed.
Ain't that kind of being racist too?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Do you think we live in a bizarre world where people ain't comfortable talking around us? Where they have to put on the show?
Yeah, I think so.
It's time for him to leave.
I think we all do that.
Uncomfortable.
But I think we all do that. No, you ever notice?
No. I don't think. No. Because say if somebody comes, they always say barbecue.
Right.
You're invited to the barbecue. Ain't nobody putting anything on reserve at the barbecue for one person. Get over here and play some spades. This is how you play dominoes.
Right.
You're gonna get to see the culture.
Yeah, but I still think we all do it though. You don't think so?
I'm not reserving nothing.
No, I'm not talking about. But you talking about for that specific scenario?
Oh, for like in general, like
yeah, we all find ourselves code switching in a way where it's second nature. It's not even like I'm consciously doing it.
Like at work.
Like at work, at different settings, whatever we'll change. Not now. I don't mean all of us.
I will say this. I think you can, but I think more of us are realizing that they don't like our code switch. They are trying to be what we really are. People are like trying to emulate what we are at the core. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want you around. They don't want us around as the code switcher. They want us around as who we are so they can steal it.
And just take the stuff. You don't want to be us. You want to take all the magic that's within us.
I don't really learn much from Jeffrey, but I learn a lot from Luck.
Dang, yes.
Jeffrey, why am I going to have Jeffrey around when I can just get Tom? Why do I want somebody around who's trying to be me? I want somebody around that I can. And that's why this was one of my thoughts just when I was like in deep thought, like, oh shit, what if we walk around not really knowing the truth? You know what I mean? Like, not like, and everybody is like walking on eggshells. And maybe that's a part of us like telling people, hey, you better watch your mouth or beating people up or this and that, being aggressive, that people are like
fighting back.
And now, they can't say nothing no more anyway. There's a lawsuit waiting.
Have you ever considered yourself racist? No, not now. Ever in life. Have you ever considered yourself like, am I racist? You probably shouldn't answer that. You got a lot of episodes to do.
No. You know what? I had told a white dude, I was like, man, you probably ain't never even had a black person over your house. He's like, have you ever had a white person over your house? I was like, you know what? You're right.
Shoot.
You know what I mean? And I had
tried to pull his car for something.
Pull his car, like,
Or if you say if you say, oh, my black friend, right? But a lot of us can't even say our white friend.
Like, we always quick to point. And like, when did you have somebody white spend the night at your house? You know what I mean? Like, just because he was asking too many black questions to me. And I was
example of black questions.
Like asking, like, do you guys do this? Is this?
I hear it.
Like, lotion. Like, why do you guys put on so much lotion? Or is it really necessary? Like, I noticed that you guys do lotion. Like, just like he had never met. And I was like, dude, you're asking too many black questions. He was like, nah. And he was like, I have black friends. I was like, you probably ain't never had a black person over your house.
You know what's crazy? And I'm going to sound crazy when I say this, but I'm going to say it because my brother, I don't care what y'all think. I do care what y'all think, but let me say it real. Sometimes, I know it's totally against my my judgment, but sometimes I feel like they really are oblivious to things. Like sometimes I feel like when they'll say something or do something and that we may find it offensive. When I say we, let me speak for myself as an individual, because I got to speak for, I have to represent an individual, not a group, right? That it's like, I'm trying to say, like, I just feel like sometimes they aren't doing the things we accuse them of.
I don't think they're doing it purposely. I agree. And it's like they are curious about certain things. You know what I mean? Like I would imagine there's so many intricacies with us, you know what I mean? Like with Black and Brown, you know what I mean? Like that they may have not been exposed to. You know what I mean? And then like
so that's what I'm on. That's what I'm thinking.
They don't get exposed to it till they go into the work field.
But then see, and then what happens is you have that fight in yourself between like kind of like what you're supposed to believe. Yeah. But then it's like I was watching a show this morning called Sold in the SLC. It's like one of them house shows, but real estate shows, but they're in Utah, right? Okay. Mormontown. And this lady was putting on her dress. She put on something. Okay, what happened?
If you met a Mormon, you wouldn't be like, do you really wear magic underwear?
I didn't know that. I got questions for him, though. I wouldn't ask that, though. I didn't know that.
They wear magic underwear.
I didn't know that. Why?
I want to know. Like, that's something. Heretic. You ain't seen Heretic? The movie Heretic?
No, I haven't seen Heretic.
Ooh, wee.
Ain't that new? What's it come on?
I watch it on my my website.
What's it come on? Oh, it's a website only?
Yeah, it's a website. We pay tickets to go to the movie theater. But yeah, I'll show you.
Wait, it's a website to do what? You pay tickets to go to a movie theater?
I watch it at the movies.
Okay, I need to.
Yeah,
put me on game by all this. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so wow. I feel like they what about say in the know?
I winked this side. I should have winked my left because it can't. Whatever. Go ahead.
I forgot my train of thought. I was talking about it's being oblivious to stuff. Anyway, I talked about that lady on that show in Utah. And
she's putting on her dress.
No, but not that part. I was jumping. This black lady got to this white dude, and I don't know why she's mad, right? But what she's saying to me, it sounds like, wait, like, did you have to pull the race card, or is that a defense thing we go to? Because sometimes it is. Sometimes we do pull the race card and go into the defense side.
It might be like the easy thing, the low-hanging fruit. Like
no, it's not even that. It's just that I think that she genuinely thinks that he did some prejudice, some white supremacy thing.
Okay.
And
what did he do?
I don't know if she did, because I started watching the show later. Okay. But so that's why I'm vexed about it, because I'm watching the show and she talking about him and I'll never be cool with him again. I'm a black woman and whatever. In my mind, I'm like, wait, what happened? Because at this point, I'm starting to not like you, the black woman. Yeah. So I'm starting to like you, and I said, I don't want to not like you. I don't want to not like him over this. Like, I don't want, but it's just. Let me give you my actual point. What she I felt myself being irritated by her, and also at the same time, the blackness in me was like, fam, you can't go against no sister, against oh boy. Mm-hmm. But I've always been a right is right, wrong is wrong
right
thing.
Right is right, wrong is wrong.
I'm like, nah, like I have to see. I'm mixing up my point, but
maybe I find myself my black.
I have a tug of war inside myself where I'll be thinking everything ain't racist. Everything ain't race. Now tons of things are race.
Right.
Tons of things are race. Right. But sometimes when I be dealing with people, I'll be like, that was just you was just being extra. Oh boy, ain't racist.
He could have just people could be being mean, could be being ugly, they could be being prejudiced, they could be a bunch of things. You know what I mean? Prior to being racist. You know what I mean? Like, racism is really like keeping somebody out of a position of power. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like withholding something from a person because of the position you're in.
So I'm glad you said that. So do you agree that black people can't be racist?
No.
By your definition of racism.
If the effect is for a whole group of people.
What do you mean?
Like, because it's like you have to be able to affect a group of people. You know what I mean? Like,
For sure.
Like,
for sure.
Now, I think we could be racist in individual situations. You know
but
what
how?
I mean? Like, what if a black woman or a black man is the head of admissions or head of hiring for a company, and they like purposely not hiring white people because they don't like white people?
You don't think get him kicked off?
Or not letting them in, or not even, or they see a application like this, like a white name or whatever, or a privileged place, and it's just like boom, throwing it away. I think we can be racist in spots. I don't think we can be racist to the level of what people be saying, like holding a whole.
Yeah, I don't think we can be racist. I think we can be prejudiced. I think we can be bigots.
Mm-hmm.
I think you can just be evil, mean, and all that other stuff, whatever. But as I understood it, as I was taught, racism is about a power structure. And if you can't move a people or a person or a thing with that power structure, then you just it's a person who don't like, quote unquote, niggas.
Right.
You know, and I remember years ago I asked usually I get caught up in this. I get caught up in the dividing of the conversation because I'm dealing with my black side, having war with what I think is right, and then intuitively what my feeling is right. So I find myself in these conversations where I'm like, okay, black people can't be racist because we don't have no power structure, right? So even an individualistic thing where I'm dealing with a white person one-on-one and I try to flex some kind of power, if they flex theirs, it's pretty much
there's more of a result. There's more power behind. But the thing is, like, if you're caught in between a rock and a hard place, right? Usually what's in the middle is God. You know what I mean? Like, the answer is God. When I'm stuck in between a rock and a hard place, it don't matter what the situation is. When there's a place of...
But you just trumped the whole conversation. Yeah. That's right.
Like, no, I'm just
you
saying...
took it to the top.
Not just trying to Trump, but I'm just saying, like, if it ever gets too...
No, not saying you voted for Trump. I'm saying that...
But if it ever gets that deep where I'm, like, really, like, at a standstill, it's like, what's the right thing? Is this because I'm black? Is this because I'm Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Like, what would God want to be in this situation? And usually that's the answer. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, you can...
man, yeah. You're right. But I just find myself, that's a very interesting, I've never talked about that either. That's a very interesting topic when you talk about white and black dynamic and the power shift. And you talk about racism. And because I feel like there's many words, I feel like people in, first of all, mind you, I keep saying feel like, right? But, because it's not a fact. I'm just things I feel. But I feel like many people out here there's definitions for words. And I think they take the definition for racism and apply it across the board. And I'm like, no, that's not.
They just let it fly pretty much. Like, no, you're a racist, or you did.
Yeah, so how can I, and my argument with somebody else would be, well, how can I be racist if I can't affect your way of living?
So funny. We were talking about racist, and just a word that flies around a lot.
Yeah.
Another word that flies around a lot is narcissist. So the only reason why I'm connecting those two is because of the ist. Usually when there's an ist at the end of a word, it's like a profession. You know what I mean? Like, this is what you're pro.
Yep.
Like scientist. You know what I mean? Like, that means that you are like professional, or you're good at something, or pro that. Right? Abolitionist. Like, just ist at the end. So, like, what is racist? Is that like, I'm pro my race, or I'm good at my race?
Yeah, no, it's definitely pro race. Pro your race, and you feel like your race is superior. Right? But also, if it has no real power behind it, you just a bigot.
Yeah.
Right? You just don't like people with that color skin. You just don't like people. But racism is a system. right? That system is bigger than I just don't like you because you're white or you're black skin or whatever the case may be.
I can't let these people.
Yeah, we are not only do we feel like we're superior, we also have to use this system to hold other people who we feel we're more superior than down.
Yeah.
That's where racism comes into play. Now, people try to argue that all day long, but I don't have those kind of arguments either.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm like, look, I understand what being a bigot is. I understand what hate speech is.
Ignorant. All that.
Ignorant shit. Yeah, I understand that, right? But when it comes to racism, that's a system and a structure we couldn't even build on our own. How did it get here? If we could do it too, how did it even get here?
So how? Oh, look, this is a good question, and this is just a real honest question. How different is classism versus racism?
I think it's all
Kinda
mingled too.
It kind of intertwined.
Yeah. I think in this country especially, racism, classism, capitalism, it's all interwoven in the fibers of this country, and they're all working together. Now here's the thing:
to feed up.
But here's the thing: I don't think it's all about. I don't like those people down there. For example, when you talk to true capitalists, they don't care about. They're like, man, you broke or not? Like, are you rich like us, or are you just a little bitty rich? What kind of rich are you? You know, like it's a different level of stuff what's going on in capitalism because capitalism are looking down at people down here like, oh, y'all still fighting over skin color?
Yeah.
And capitalism is like, fam, I'm trying to take 2/3 of the world.
I want it all. Like I want what I deserve
close to
because
like owning Earth.
Yeah.
Like that kind of evil.
Free enterprise. I should be able to buy all this up because I can. My business trumps your business.
Yeah, that's the crazy part. And
but then socialism is the opposite side. You know what I mean? Like some people need free things, some people can't afford. Right now, I feel like it's a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Like it's
for sure.
But I don't even care. Like all of that shit to me is real. But I feel like some people hide behind the isms, and they're all the same ism.
Yeah.
Which is
yeah.
Which is like behind closed doors, behind the wall. This is the real ism. You know what I mean? Like, are the real socialists, abolish the real capitalists, the real like once we the ones that are fighting for socialism, the ones that are fighting for capitalism, they all go eat dinner and have richism. And they're the richest. Oh, that's what it is. The capitalists and the socialists that are fighting for both of the parties, they get together and be the richest. Capitalists, socialists, they get together. The ones that fight for it get together and they're the richest.
The capitalists from a standpoint of being the biggest is different. Damn.
It's rough. Like
our podcasts go to different areas. I love how our podcasts go to these different pockets of just like random conversations about like capitalism, racism, and then we'll talk about furries, and then we'll talk about.
But look, that's like our conversations are never linear. Like,
which I like. Oh, and I want to tell the people this too.
No, wait, when I say us linear, I mean like when you go talk to Badru, you don't have a linear conversation.
Right. Yeah,
that's just straight.
Yeah,
like,
right.
When you go walk with Kareem, or it's never just the same thing. We talk about something, then we go to the next thing. Hey, but I forgot to tell you about this. I forgot to ask.
Jumping onto
and that's what we're doing here.
I want to do that. I appreciate that though.
Maybe
they leave some dope comments, but so here's the thing. So with Relatable, I'm talking to the viewer, talking to whoever. If you looking right, and what camera I'm looking at? Oh, this one. I'm talking to you, right? With Relatable, me and Rios don't like to script out.
No.
Right? Now we come in here sometimes we may have a certain topic we don't talk about and a certain thing we want to discuss, but we like to keep the conversation like barbershop talk or like just posting at the house talk. Fresh talk, right? We do that because we want the conversation to seem like a real conversation. Like so the conversation we're having is like me and Rios just hanging out.
Right.
Y'all get privy to that. But also, I want to know how do y'all feel about that? How do y'all feel about Because we don't like to script it down. I don't want to write it out. We don't want to script it down. The reason why we don't, because we want to have an organic, natural conversation to go up. And I think it's dope. Personally, I think it's dope. I think Rios, he likes it too, the non-structure, the flying through and just let your voice and let the context lead you to another context, another room. I like that because it's exciting. Yeah, you can go through a lot of topics at once. But let me know in the comments. Let us know in the comments if y'all like that. Because even if you say you don't, we're just gonna do it like this anyway. Most likely.
Yeah.
We're also hard headed. So
I feel like if people may want more structure, you know what I mean? Like I don't want to talk for people, but they may want more structure and they may want a little bit more in depth, but it won't be as organic. It won't be as human.
Yeah.
Like we are human.
Yeah.
This right here is welcoming people into our living room or into our lounge area. And it's just, I'm really actually asking you questions.
Not really.
I'm really just like, how do you feel about this?
I'm not really answering them though.
You're not answering them correctly.
Yeah, well, I do that because it's a training exercise that I do also. What is this? Yeah, so what is it? So you ask me questions, right?
Explain.
And I lie about every single thing, right? The reason why I do this is because I'm actually doing a test on human behavior in moments of strife, right? So when I find yourself, if you ask me a question about something crazy, and I'll come up with this crazy answer that you should know the answer to, but sometimes,
it's not there.
That's not here or there. But
what is that?
And then you watch them juggle or like look for let me look for that. Let me look for the escape or a gateway or something, or let me sound intelligent. But the whole time I'm like, if you were intelligent, you would have caught that. So I do these things where I'm just having like a test. And I've been testing you
So it's like a social experiment?
Yeah, it's still going on. Now, here's the thing. Since day one, I've been running this test. But I still appreciate the effort.
How far along are you?
As far as almost finished?
In your study?
As far as being done?
Yeah.
I'm a good ways. I'm going to keep that to myself because I don't want you to...
See, now I'm going to be... See, you should not have said that.
Why?
Because now I'm not going to be myself.
Who are you going to be?
I was just being natural. Now I'm going to be... That's going to be in the back of my head like... Now you've ruined your study. You've told your subject the program. That's why you got to watch Heretic.
Did you see my message for why I do this?
I do get it.
Right.
But that's why you have to watch Heretic.
No, here's the thing. I think you missed it. Okay. Let me get my sit-up voice. So I do that. I did this because this was another moment where I see how you...
the mic. Get a little...
Yeah.
Get a little bit...
Yeah, so I do this because this is another moment where I watch you move in strife. Like you found out that, oh, wait a minute, this is the Truman Show. But then you realize... Dude, that's all right. Let's stop. Dude, okay. Can I ask you something real quick?
Wait, let me tell you.
Let's turn.
That's why you got to watch Heretic. Because it's really a social experiment. The dude is doing an experiment.
Okay.
But just, okay, go ahead. Left turn.
Heretic. No, Heretic.
Yeah, that's...
Now, where can I watch that? Oh, you said I got to watch... You'll give me the website.
I'll show you.
Okay. Left turn.
Yeah.
There's been some news. There's been some happenings in the fig community world. Community. Things been going on.
Many, so what...
Okay, well,
okay.
So, and I'm asking this because just to give y'all a heads up, before we start recording, I want to ask Rios a couple of topics I've been about some people that's doing some things, and I'm not privy to the happenings before these moves or statements were made or whatever the case may be, right? So I was asking, kind of lace me with the so I know what's going on. Is everything all cool? Is this a big thing? Or what's going on, so I want to know about Stet, right?
Stet.
And maybe it's nothing going on with Stet. Context Matters, the podcast, right?
Oh yeah, he started his podcast.
Context Matters, which I think the logo and the name is dope. That's a dope thing. And I know he, from my understanding, I think he been wanting to go, or maybe needing to be by himself for a while, needing to power by himself.
Yes, I keep going. Go ahead.
I don't know if that's right or not, but I met him one time. Cool dude. We did a pod together. I was on Fair to Say with them. He was super cool. Everybody was funny. We had a good time. But but then I also noticed he wasn't there after a while. I guess the recent episodes. I'm not sure. I never really knew what happened. It's so many shows on Immunity. I don't know what to watch to keep up with nothing. Right. So, and yeah, and so. The next time I hear about Stet, I think maybe you. I think you were on Ace Boys. Y'all were Ace Boys.
Yeah.
I think talking about it one time, and then I think I found it. I think you had said he got a podcast. I forgot what happened, but I didn't get the gist of. It was something that went bad, or just an organic move. That's what I want to know.
Something that went bad.
Yeah, something went bad.
Something went bad.
Oh, okay.
So it did go bad.
Wow.
May have worked out great for him. Like may have been a blessing in disguise. But there was a addition to Fair to Say.
Okay.
I don't know if you know, he does the rap report card.
What's his name?
Dejan.
It's gonna be my second question. But okay, Dejan.
Okay.
Dejan. Okay.
Dejan.
Okay. He does the what?
The rap report card where he gives grades to rappers, like on their albums. Like
okay.
So he also I'll just describe him as that. You know what I mean? And he is.
Well, how should you describe him?
There's other situations that I could be like, oh, you might know him from this. Or
Okay.
But I'll just say you may know him from.
Okay.
And he does that. But he's also, and this is not because I feel like it's a part of the story. And he's a gay man, gay black man.
Oh, okay. He's gay. Okay.
And that just adds a little bit of reference to what's going on. So
and everybody knew he was gay.
Everybody knows he was gay. So he he came to Ace Boys Worldwide.
Stet or Dejan?
Dejan.
Got it.
And he came to Ace Boys Worldwide and kind of revealed some information about some shit that was happening on Fair to Say.
Recently,
that wasn't being pushed on there, like it wasn't in the segments.
Okay.
And he started bringing up off-camera conversations on Ace Boys Worldwide.
Oh wow.
And he basically was kind of like talking bad a little bit about everybody. But he said
everybody on Fair to Say. Okay.
And basically you guys are not doing a good job of promoting this and that. Like what I'm doing, like he was like kind of pushing down and then picking itself up what he was doing. Yeah. Like you guys need, if you want the success of Fair to Say, and just started kind of a little bit of drama.
But he was telling that to y'all?
He was on our show speaking to them.
Fair to Say. Okay, got it. Okay.
Like what got it. Scotty's missing. Stet doesn't promote. Is this or whatever. And he used his opportunity to create some little, I'll use your word, strife.
Okay. Got it. Yep.
Social experience working.
Yeah.
That caused a little strife and a little division amongst them, and then so when he came back and he said Stet had started and his ass was crying, such and such. He started crying because of this and that. And so he's saying that it's recorded, this and that, but we won't play that because we don't want Fair to Say to get the numbers or whatever. Just a bunch of and then he comes back to the Fair to Say, and they get into it. Stet and him get into it.
Live. Okay.
And no, they're never live.
No, I'm sorry, not live. I mean, but they're in the same room, in person.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, not live, in person.
They're getting at each other, and one is calling one this and this and that, and then it escalates between the both of them. Mm-hmm. But Stet is I don't want to address these things. I don't want to talk about these people that I don't know. And he's trying to maintain his integrity and I'm not here for the drama. I'm here to pod. And he's got his little stuff or whatever going on. And I'm not picking nobody's side, right? Mm-hmm. And so Dejan starts calling him a bitch.
In person?
In person.
Interesting.
And back to back and yelling at each other. And so it came down to
That's crazy
and flying. And then he misses an episode, and then he comes back for an episode. And I guess the argument was about somebody sitting they wanted to take Stet's seat or have him sit in Stet's seat. And he was like, I built this. I did this.
Dijon.
Yeah. And he was like, this is what we doing, and such and such, such and such. Like, you guys, this is how you gonna treat me?
Let me ask you this. Who's asking that? Because
Stet is asking that.
No, I'm talking about being replaced and all that stuff like that, right? Who's having that conversation? Because if Stet is one of the co-hosts, who's above who?
So you got T-Rail, Duno, Pun, Smack, and AD.
Now, wait. I thought Pun and AD started
Community
before. Oh, but Terrell made it a
no. Figmunity is their thing. So Fair to Say is on Figmunity World.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay,
it's the 5 owners.
Right. No, but when you had said, I looked at it different. You were saying Terrell, AD, Pun, but I looked at you like you were saying hierarchy.
No, they're just
got it. Okay.
My
bad.
Figmunity World.
They are bosses. Okay.
And so they felt like there was too much ownership or too much invested into that one seat. Like, no, you can move around. Like, you don't. No one.
Wait, I think I see the argument about that too, because I think Smack.
Yes, yeah,
I'm jumping around on this too, but
that's way earlier. Like,
okay.
That was a thing, and it was like just weighing in. It was like just sitting in the air.
Let me ask you this: Is it a silly issue?
Yes.
Is it really about the chair?
It's silly because it's about pride, ego, and this and that, and then maybe it could have been handled differently. Maybe it could have been handled like, let's shut this down.
Yeah,
this is not what it is. But so sometimes take the good with the bad.
And
like, it's drama.
And this was happening on air.
They released some of the episodes, not everything in the episode. Like, they cut some stuff out.
That's crazy.
And so it was a lot of drama. Well, he left today. He quit today.
Who?
Dijon.
Okay, I was gonna ask that. Quit. Okay, 2 things though. It's trip. I'm kind of getting caught up in a very sped up way right now. Sorry, I'm about the mic. Because I didn't know none of this.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting used to who's all what and what all the podcasts are or whatever, right? Fair to say, obviously, isn't on the level of the rest of these podcasts. And that's partially because if I'm getting the argument right, whoever argument side that is, they ain't gonna promote it, they don't work hard enough when it comes to that, fair to say. So it's just kind of like that when they do that podcast, that whenever they do it, right? That's one thing. Stet started getting into it with what's his name? Dijon. Right. So, but that's not why they have an issue, are they? Stet wanted to leave anyway, or no?
No. Stet wanted to be on that show. That was Stet. Stet was like, this is my show. I built this up. Dijon came late.
Damn, so how you get ousted?
He left.
Like, I'm not dealing with this no more.
I'm not dealing with this no more. I don't like what's going on here. The other dude left too. Scotty left too. The other light-skinned kid, the young...
Was that who? I wasn't on there with Scotty. I was on there with somebody else. I forgot. That's crazy.
So Stet left, started Context Matters, but...
And Context Matters not under no umbrella, or is it?
It's
so it's a win-win. It's a win-win for him. Because he got the fan base already to at least cover a little bit.
Right.
Got his own channel. Now under he's his own boss.
And it it's looking like right at the right time for him. You know what I mean? To benefit him.
Yeah.
Like, but then,
damn.
But that's that. That's him.
Okay, and then Dijon today
quit.
He put out. He quit because he was saying how, which I didn't know, because I don't watch enough Dijon to know who he is. I've seen the episode with him to know who he is. So I was like, wait, why you keep talking about gay? Who? And I'm like, oh, he gay. And I guess saying that it was cool at first, but people kept making jokes about it.
Right.
It became, not in his words, he didn't say this, but it became almost a homophobic atmosphere. I'm not putting that on note by y'all. I'm saying that the way he's talking though,
yeah.
If you are a community of gays, it sound like he's saying that this atmosphere became very homophobic. Even when I expressed to them, I don't like those jokes, they went past that.
Yeah.
Right? So,
but there's like devil's advocate, like playing the other side of the fence.
He also also engaged in a lot of those jokes.
Jokes like himself. You know what I mean? Saying
I remember
you tried to take me down, or you did that. Like, what about? He ain't the only one who got good pussy. What about like just insinuating certain things? Like, there's no way.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was insane.
Like, so it's like the fact that
that was insane.
The fact that like, and I don't want to. I'm not trying to bash him.
No, we're not. I just want to know. I didn't know what happened, and I seen it. I read that thing today, and then I know Stet moved on, and I'm like, is it bad blood? Is it bad blood with Stet?
With Back on Fig,
certain people, huh?
With Back on Fig was I think they like. I hope they all could get their shit together to be like at least respectful or like. I think we all have the best interest for each other. Hopefully, you know what I mean. But Stet got fired. They said Stet fired. You're not coming back. Whatever. He's doing his thing. But Dejan was getting into it with Keem from Apollo. You know Keem?
Oh, and I heard,
You heard what he was saying?
You made me think about that. I didn't hear it, and I don't need to repeat it, but I heard it was somebody's kids.
No, about his dad and his mom.
Wait, what?
Talking about his dad and his mom.
On the low somewhere?
No, on the internet. On the shows. On like saying.
What?
But the thing is, to Dejan's point, what he's saying is that he had been saying jokes about him. You know what I mean?
About him personally?
Yeah, Keem saying jokes about him personally. And about his just like stuff. You know what I mean? Big Ginger, Big Mama, did like pretty much gay jokes, right? And it was about him, but the complaint was that Dejan was going above and beyond the pale talking about the deceased.
Dejan was?
Yeah, about Keem's.
His dad's passed? Mm-hmm. Oh, on top of... Oh, wow, yo.
Yeah.
But he knows this?
Yes.
So what's he doing?
Just, I think it was a little unhinged. I think, like, I'm a little...
What are you doing?
I was, like, a little concerned. Like, I was trying to come from a place of concern. Like, and so he also stated today, like, the last straw is another host from FMW called me ungodly. And that was me.
Wait. Oh, you said the word ungodly?
Ungodly and disgusting. But I wasn't calling him ungodly and disgusting.
Oh, okay.
I was saying the behaviors, the talking about someone's parent that passed and calling someone's mother and this. I was talking about that. I wasn't talking about what he does or who he is. Like, not that. I was talking about.
So let me ask you this. And serious question. Be serious, right? Okay. Should I worry about my protection?
About what?
Dejan running you down and striking you down with force?
Nah.
With great fury?
I don't think so. I got God on my side. We got Jesus, man. You know what I mean? Like, I don't walk in the I don't walk with the spirit of fear.
Yeah.
But no, so
I don't want to worry about Dejan pulling up on me like, hey.
No, because the thing is, I didn't say anything to him out of ill intent. I don't think he dislikes me or anything like that. I think he may have...
talking about his dad, though.
But look, to me,
what?
Talking about someone's rest in peace, the deceased, is beyond the pale. Like, to me, that's ungodly.
It's
like
terrible.
that's not what God wants us to be doing. Like certain things, and I wasn't trying to be holier than thou. I was just like, that's just not something we do.
Yeah. That's not.
That's like disgusting. Like you're. I have enemies I don't talk about like that, or I've had enemies
that's crazy. Yo.
And so he said that, and whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm still standing by what I say. Like, how you're behaving was not. And he said a lot of that stuff's been weighing on him, and he's leaving. He's done. He's out of community world. He's gone.
Is he going to start his own? Wait, did he have his own podcast before?
He has his own thing going on.
Oh,
he has the rap report card.
Right.
But a lot of bridges being burnt. But a lot of rappers deal with him. A lot of rap, like.
Do you think the gay stuff? Do you think for him, he was a little in over his head with like this company? What I mean by that is like it's like that. You're okay. You are the way you are. You are who you are, and you're proud of that.
Yeah,
that's fine. I'm obviously proud of that. But you also were in a little in over your head with thinking what you could deal with. And I only say that because
maybe
because if I only say that because say if Pun's the guy, right? And I know Pun good enough to know like the jokes is coming. They will come, and not only they'll come, he gonna egg the rest of them on the one he don't even do. Right? He really is a punstigator. But I would be thinking like maybe this is a little too much for me. But I don't know if he thought that.
I don't know. Like it could have been like the perfect timing for him to come over or whatever, like because he left one place because of
Dejan? Okay.
Left from over there to come, no jumper to come over here because he said
he was on no jumper.
Because he
was gay over there too?
Yeah.
He was always openly gay?
Yeah.
I did not know that. Okay.
But he said he got shot over there, which they say he didn't, and then he says he got grazed, which he said was a lawsuit. So then he came over this way. You know what I mean? Like it's just a whole. It's like you can write it. Like you can write
right,
this
book about this shit.
And so that's where it's at right now. Wish the best for him. You know what I mean? Like, but I think if you want a certain standard, but this is why I said my thing is boundaries. Mm-hmm. My thing is set a standard. If this is what's going to happen, set that boundary immediately. Like, hey, this is what I go for. This is what I'm not playing with. And this is my non-negotiable.
Yeah. Yeah. But
if you're going to fall back on somebody else saying something like, this was it. And
now,
then,
was it a thing where something went overboard? Like, for example, like, okay, I'm good about...
Overboard, let me tell you.
I'm
going to tell you overboard.
Okay.
I'm going to just tell you. This is rough. I know the worms are high as fuck eating on your dead daddy's corpse. The maggots are high as fuck eating on your dead daddy's corpse.
Yeah, that's crazy, fam. That's crazy, fam. Why do you say that? Not that I need excuse, but why do you say that?
What would make you say that?
What? He said that on Ace Voice?
He said that on under a comment.
To King?
Mm-hmm. And I was just trying to put a message across like, hey, y'all, like, we gotta set a standard. Like, let's not do this. Like, yeah, we bag and joke, but
that was crazy.
And I'm not trying to be dismissive of gay jokes. I'm not trying to be dismissive or minimize gay jokes, like, because we can't tell somebody how to feel about something. You know what I mean? Like if it
that's crazy though.
But can you like that?
What did Kim do?
Handled it very well.
Okay.
Handled it very well. As in like, hey man, he looks like he's on his way out, he's about to crash out. Like, but it was just like that's an unhinged like what if like think about it. What if your girl said that to somebody? Or what if your child? What if your child? Your kid comes home and say, "I got kicked out of class today." What'd you do?
Said that's insane. Yeah, that's insane. It's hard to tell somebody how to react once you heard about something like that about your own.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's saying that he was hurt. And I'm not trying to minimize or be dismissive of his pain or what he's feeling. But, wow.
That's bad.
And he got into it with DJ Head. And I think another thing that like...
About what?
He's, that they blackballed him out of the radio. Like it's because of DJ Head, he didn't get a job or he don't have... But you don't really have any experience in this and that. But...
What?
He said... Silas is his man. Silas or somebody, his manager that deals with DJ Ed, said, with your cancer having ass. And I'm glad your ass got cancer.
Same dude. So he's just out of pocket anyway.
And I was saying, like, damn.
You that out of pocket? Sorry, I keep leaning up, but you that out of pocket, and you concerned about the gay jokes?
And that has nothing to do with Keem and that stuff that's going on. This is Apollo
crazy.
or us or whatever. That's what I'm and doubling down. I'm glad his ass have cancer. That's what you get with your cancer having ass manager. Shit like that. It might have been worse than what I'm saying, but just even making cancer a joke. Everybody has people that's currently affected by cancer. It's just like, damn, get at the person you're getting at. Get mad at the person you're mad at. Like, but that's a generalization where I don't want that for him, because now you have people who don't really know you who are not going to side with you just because of that one word.
That's horrible, man. You shouldn't talk to nobody like that. Period. Nobody. And I understand. Here's the thing too. The environment a lot of times sets the tone. Mm-hmm. Now, I don't mean that the Ace Boy environment or whoever environment when that was going on, I don't mean like you guys did something for that to come through. I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. What I mean is that people, I can't say people, are feeling safe enough to get this off. I'm not like he's that Ace Boy when he said it, but the reason why certain stuff happened, because it's like if you create a space that's like, oh, do whatever, they'll say whatever, do whatever, a bunch of stuff. You know what I mean? And if you make somebody feel cool, right? Because I never understood. I got it now. I never understood Dark Rainbow.
Oh, Destruction and Dark Rainbow, yeah.
Yeah, so, but once I read, I was like, oh, that's why I was like, where's that name come from? I'm like, oh, that's why they call him that. But I say all that to say, don't be that person.
I said, dude, be cool.
Yeah, don't be that person, man.
Be cool. Don't make, even if it is that, don't let people get you to act out of character.
Exactly.
If that's what it is, don't let somebody get you out of character and do and say things that you don't truly mean. And I was saying that like early on in the come over, because he, like, for some reason, he got into it with Apollo and Keem earlier, like weeks before, maybe a month before or whatever. And he went after one of their friends that was gay. And was like,
what?
Like, went after,
what is
like,
going on?
That's what, like, but like, basically, like, yo, you calling me gay, but you ain't got nothing to say about your gay such and such friend over there that's cheating on his wife with other men, or doing this and this and that with this and that, like, and I don't want to say that person's name because he's really not in it.
What is going on?
And that, but look,
what is going on?
So look, this is, and I was so confused when I was trying to tell people, like, I was like, and people were siding with him, with him, because they're like, oh, you shouldn't, if you're not ready to bag, don't bag, or if you ain't ready to go there. But I'm like, dude, he's talking about somebody that has nothing to do with it, and is from his community.
That's crazy.
Cutting your nose off to spite your face.
Were you guys trying to give him a spot?
What does that mean?
A spot. You got to be careful. The way you just said, what does that mean? I mean, you totally could have did that another way. You like, wait, before I answer anything, what does that mean? What? Clearly, please. No, what I mean by that was
detail.
Were you trying to give him a spot on the pod or something?
What pod? Which one?
Oh, because he was on Fair to Say. He was on Fair to Say. But I only started seeing him. I started seeing him on Fair to Say. So I noticed he was on Ace Boys Worldwide. But I understand that's how we have guests. I mean, y'all have guests. So he was on Fair to Say. Damn, so what happens with Fair to Say now?
Illa is, I don't know. I have no idea. That's what they got going on. They'll figure it out. It's more than enough bodies to fill. No one is beyond being replaced. Like, you know what I mean? Like, There's thousands of people that want to sit there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that want to be on a big platform, a media platform on the West Coast that's on the forefront of hip hop media. You know what I mean? Like, It's a lot of people to pick from. It's a lot of people under the umbrella to pick from.
Yeah.
But I just think,
I told Pun, I said, look, man, Pun called me one day. True story. Or whatever you think. But
because you are a liar, but
Pun called me one day and said, look. He said, I know we're doing Ace Boys Worldwide, and technically you're not Ace Boys. Technically. He said, but I think it would behoove you, he actually used that word, to think about making a place here to podcast also along for the journey. He also said, I'm not in your business or y'all business, whatever. So I'll just tell you my salary cap. He said, I'm also going to offer you. What he said? Was it $100,000 a year?
That sounds about right.
So $100,000 a year, something like that, something $100,000 a year, and but he didn't want me to mention it, so I forgot that part. I just remember I'm probably in trouble now, but what does he say? And my own show on Wednesday mornings, I think.
Wednesday mornings.
Yeah, like Coffee with Luck or something. I don't know,
Coffee with Luck.
But something like that. But anyway, I forgot what it was. But I said, you know what, let me think about it. Let me just go over some things. I said, you know, me and Rios, we have a pod also called Relatable. We're doing that. But let me just give me some thought, you know. So I've just been thinking about it, but I had to turn it down. Once I really got to like think about it was getting closer to like deadline, because he really wanted me to be the surprise guest for Christmas for everybody.
Really?
Yeah, I was supposed to do the whole jump out the cake thing, but fully clothed, and then, you know, for the whole like
a lot of clothing,
gang, you know, hey, I'm Ace Boy, we're right now, you know, but that didn't work out. We couldn't get the cake big enough, and we couldn't roll it into the studio. So
big box.
Yeah, you couldn't do that. So. Yeah, I turned it down, man. I said, you know what? Thank you, Pun, man. I'm glad you appreciate me and you see me in such a way that you would like to uplift me,
and you see
not
the
only
value
with the courage, but also financially.
Yeah,
you know, and then yeah, and now I'm not going to talk about the other part, but yeah, we're supposed to get started, but I ended up having to turn it down. But we still friends. We're still cool. We still talk. Everything's cool. You know, and yeah,
and
man.
you're here.
And I'm here. Well, I was going to be here regardless. I wasn't leaving this podcast to do that one.
Right.
He understood that. I told him, I said, Rios has first right of refusal, right? So before I make any moves, I got to give him the contract.
You can't go directly to a competitor.
No.
You cannot go directly to a competitor.
First of all, I wouldn't even do that. No,
right.
that's not who I am.
No.
I'm not the guy who's going to just leave my brother out to hang like that. That's not who I am. It's not. So after thinking, praying on it a little bit, you know what I mean? Praying, you know, I had to tell him, like, Plum, man, you know what, man? You know, that sounds amazing, but I can't take it.
Ace Boy Luck.
Can't take it.
Yeah.
I told him I have me and Rios are building something that will literally be bigger than you one day. And I believe in him more than I believe in you, but I've known you longer.
Yeah.
So there's love there.
Yeah.
You know, so I can't do that. But thank you though. Thank you. I appreciate the, you know.
Funny thing is, he mentioned it to all of us.
Did he?
Yeah.
I'd love to hear what he said.
He said, guys, you want to be in on a prank? I'm going to tell Luck that he's valuable and that I appreciate him. And I'm going to tell him, I'm going to pay him 3 months worth of his value in April, on April 1st, the 1st of April, or whenever April Fool's is. And I'm going to tell him, and we're all going to laugh in his face on April and say, you wasted all this time thinking you were valuable. It's just a joke. Because I don't see the value in him. And we said, no. Don't say you don't see the value in him. Let's just laugh at him.
I will say this.
So we saved you from my April Fool's joke. You actually saved yourself also by turning it down. We were kind of disappointed. We're like, damn, we were going to get this free comedy, this free entertainment, and we were going to vlog the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
That's how clever we are.
Yeah, I'm glad you did. I'm glad you did. And Pug, great prank. Great prank.
That's how Relatable started.
Great prank.
That's how Relatable started. He said, "Bring luck on reality check. Start a show with him." Yeah. It was a prank in the works. We took bets. We were like, "Will he leave Relatable after this?" We were taking bets on it. How's that feel?
Well, it's cool. I feel better now, and better because the missed opportunity for a valiant target. What I mean by that is, I won't say what I mean by that, but I will just say this. I'm so glad you told me that.
Mm-hmm. Also, Pun said at the end of it, he doesn't like you.
Okay. So glad you told me that. And
he's in shock.
No. That's not what happened. I was sitting here thinking about, do I want to say this on live recording? Okay. I'll say this. Just don't let your family start your car. Do you know what's so funny? Let me tell you what's so funny. What's funny, I had these shades on, right? So what the viewer can't see is, right? Right. So that's what's so funny about
this
the conversation.
This is why we got to do a live. We have to do a live.
Let me tell you the fans what's going on. So real talk. So I woke up dumb late today, right? Mm-hmm. Early, but actually late. And I've been working and stuff like that, whatever. So I'm super, super tired, right? So I keep finding myself dozing off, right? The fans can see because I got these dark shades, whatever. So, but what's the reason why it works out is because in the midst of our conversation, we're so prepared for stuff going left or right that I can just talk about anything. But I'm good with the conversation. That's why it's so funny to me when I'll be like, man, I don't want to fall asleep on camera.
Am I boring you?
No. It's not a boring thing. No, it's not a boring thing. It literally isn't. It's literally like, is that a serious moment right here? I'm about to get serious. I don't know if it was a serious moment. If I should get serious moment.
Yeah,
right
get
here.
serious.
Oh, no. So I've been working crazy hours. And I woke up super early, but I'll be so tired. Look, I started driving this morning.
Are you waking up early because you can't sleep late? Is that what?
No, because I oversleep. I'm sorry. I'll be up all night because I can't sleep.
Okay.
I don't know. It's been weird lately. I couldn't sleep. I'll be up all night, and then so I leave at 5, 6 in the morning to go drive.
Okay.
But I find myself so tired because I didn't sleep.
Yeah.
So this morning I called my wife. I was on 3rd and I can't believe this conversation we talking about this, but I was on 3rd and La Brea, and I called my wife because I went to sleep in the wife's parking lot for like an hour in my car.
Really?
Bro, I was dumb tired. And I couldn't drive on some you'll crash this car if you don't pull over.
Yeah.
So I pulled him in the parking lot, in Rob's parking lot, and I was asleep. And I ended up waking up and called my wife like, man, I was asleep for like an hour. And she was like, man, where you at? And I told her I was in the Rob's parking lot. And I said, man, I've been sleep, but I also got to get the money. So it's just kind of like a weird combination of that don't really work. You got that, you cannot not had a rest on that job, whatever.
But that's the importance of prioritizing one's health. Like, I have to get my sleep. You have to get your sleep.
I know. So that's what. So now I find myself I get no sleep, fall asleep early, then I got to drive. So I've been driving. Even I know she called me earlier. When I hit you back, I'm like, damn, I missed that because I've just been working.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, we got a pod today. Cool, I got a pod. And I find myself sitting here. This is the first time I'm sitting down since maybe 1 o'clock in the morning.
And these chairs are comfortable too.
And I'm like, oh shoot, I'm about to doze off. And I'm like, shoot. I'm like, they can't see it though.
No.
But I'll tell y'all because I'm real with y'all. This is relatable, so I'm gonna be real with y'all. But I find myself dead. I gotta figure that out. And I can't take. I'm not good at taking melatonin. I noticed that.
Well, I know what will help you and what will help, because I have sleep issues also.
What?
Because I want to bring this up too, because the reason the importance of it is for your health, your safety.
Yeah.
Your safety and your wife's safety is very important.
For sure.
And also your clients or your people, you know what I mean? You want to be, but I think what we need to do is start working out.
That's why.
I think we got to get more active. I think we need to be more active.
And I've been fasting.
And you've been fasting.
Yeah, I've been for last week. I've been.
What's
fasting
the fast?
6 to 6. No food. All liquid.
So intermittent.
Yeah.
Intermittent fasting.
6 a.m. to 6 p.m. No food. No just all liquid.
For how long?
Oh, I'm doing it for 21 days.
21 days. Is that for church?
But for me too.
A Daniel's fast?
No, I'm not doing Daniel fast. It's not Daniel fast though. Daniel fast is the type of foods I eat, but it's literally just liquid.
Okay.
I'm talking about from 6 to 6. After that, I can eat whatever, but from 6 to 6, I'll maybe have like a smoothie or just a fruit juice or something, or natural fruit juice, no processed sugar stuff, whatever. But that's it. So what I was telling my wife was that's what was doing it, because I wasn't getting to sleep. And I'm not even eating regularly, because now my body's in shock because I'm changing my diet. Eating from 6 to 6, I don't got no food for 6 to 6. I'll be dead hungry. Yeah. Then I'll go get a smoothie. I'll be cool. Then my wife will make some dinner, at 6. But yeah, that part I got to implement the exercise part.
Exercise, because I think once, like, if we put the strain on our bodies, it will make us go lay down and go to sleep. Like your body will make you sleep. Yeah. Like, because we're sleepy, but we're not, like, I don't know if there's a difference between sleepy and tired or which one, but we're not like at nighttime we're up, like I can watch this or do this, but that's the time you need to be really laying it down.
For sure. And I feel like I know I need to be asleep. But why
your
can't
body's not ready?
Yeah.
Because you're not really putting your body.
Exactly. That's part I got to figure out. Because I'm like, dude, what? I'm up, but you're not up.
Look at this.
You up, but you're not up.
And then think about this. Imagine if you worked out for an hour and a half. Say at 7 o'clock, you worked out for an hour and a half, walking, squats, whatever, just the basics, getting into working out. Then you come home, have a good, healthy meal. Then you take a shower. So now we're around 9 o'clock or whatever. Then you read 30 minutes of the Bible.
And I've been doing that every morning too.
In the morning, but say you do it at night, and now you went to a routine of like shutting your body down.
I see what you're saying. Like training your body to shut down.
Shut down, like, and not putting on the phone or not putting on the TV.
Yeah.
Like, okay, after my workout, boom. And I'm not saying that this is something I do, but I'm just like, imagine if we did that. Yeah. Maybe our body would get in tune to like, oh, this is shutdown mode. Yeah. Because I think we just be like going 100, like just doing, and then we're like, oh, it's time to go to sleep.
To the next thing, yeah.
Like, nigga, like your body has not even adjusted to even being in that mode.
Nah, that's 100%. Because I was thinking about that. Like, why is that even a thing? Like, first of all, why I'm not asleep? This time you're supposed to go to sleep, but your body like, well, no, not you, because you different. The way you be doing stuff is different. So if I train like I'm training myself to try to not be starving in the middle of the day, because I can't eat nothing until 6, or all these things I'm trying to. I gotta get that together.
Right. We both. Yeah, we should do that. We should do that this year. But I also want to say something about what we talked about with Dejan Stett and Fig Community World or whatever. If I misspoke or if I said anything wrong or if I didn't get the facts right
about what was happening.
I apologize to everybody out there.
Yeah, because I heard that it went nothing like the way you said.
Okay, so Dejan Stett, everybody out there, I really do wish everybody the best, and I hope like no ill will towards anybody. It's enough room and enough space for everybody to win.
That's for sure.
It's enough space for all of us to win, and Dijon, go get your money, go handle your business. You're talented. You got a lot going on for yourself. The same thing, talented, got a lot going on for yourself. Anybody that comes under the umbrella, leaves the umbrella, I want y'all all to win. So even Scotty over there where he's at, like y'all win. It's more than enough
Scotty's
space.
Where?
On his own page, doing his own thing. Like, yeah, Suburban LA. Suburban LA has a big social media thing, but just I want to end the pod by saying that, you know what I mean? Like, I don't feel any way towards any of those people. You know what I mean? Like, I hope everybody gets right with who they need to get right with.
For sure.
And so that we can all move further and put out these fires on these bridges, because we don't want to burn down none of these bridges. You may need to walk back over that.
Yeah, man.
And so that's that. You know what I mean? Like, let's go.
This be the closeout?
Yeah.
So this is the closeout.
Hopefully
we're supposed to vlog we're gonna vlog soon at what's it called again?
Small people town.
Half of people. Oh, you said,
Half.
no, wait. What you say?
Small people town.
Oh, small people. Small people town.
2005 small people town.
He says it's in Long Beach. I've yet to witness it. I don't think it's a thing.
If you made it this far, put small people town in the comments.
Yeah, put small people town. Small people town in the comments is funny.
What is funny about that?
Small people town? Put that in the comments.
That's a joke?
Small people town in the comments?
Yeah.
Kind of funny.
That's where we're going, to small people town.
That's not funny.
Why is that?
That's not even true.
Why is that
That's a
in the
mythical
comments
place.
funny? No, it's not.
That's a mythical scene.
You act like it's a dragon. Like you acting like it's like a dragon.
That's like you said.
There's a dragon.
That's like you said. Look, you want to go vlog at Hogwarts?
We could go vlog at Hogwarts at Universal Studios,
See,
but this place, you know what? I'm gonna set it up. Maybe have one of the residents come and pod with us.
you know them.
I know a couple.
I don't believe this thing, but okay. So this is relatable. This is relatable.
This
man.
is relatable.
This is relatable. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching, man. Thank you for staying with us. Thank you for hanging with us. Thank you for talking to us. Thank you for believing our lies, believing our truths. Well, believe in his lies, believe in my truths.
At some point, people are like, I don't know what to do.
I don't know who's right.
Wait, is luck telling the truth? Like, wait. You should call this the pot of confusion.
The POC.
Like, wait, did he mean that about mine? Like, he turned out 100,000.
That's why when I found out Dijon wasn't gay for real, I was really. Why are we still on record?
Yes.
That's what
And he wasn't. It's all a lie. It's all a lie. Burn it down.
Burn it.
It's all a lie. Burn it down. Small people and all. All right, so this is Relatable. We out of here. Thank you, brother. I appreciate you, Luck. And you guys are all welcome. It's a pleasure and an honor for you to meet me. For me to grace you with my presence. And sorry for Luck. He'll do better next time. And we're out.
Or will I?
Or will you?
Okay, never mind. We out.
Yeah, you know what? We're both going to do better. You know why we're both going to do better?
Why?
Because we're both going to be well rested.
We owe it to ourselves to do better.
We owe it to ourselves.
And if I didn't tell y'all wouldn't even know.
I saw you fall
Not
asleep.
you. I'm talking about them.
I saw you fall asleep, but I thought it was a big person problem.
Is it?
No, I just thought you just like, but I was like, he's a sound sleeper. Like usually big people snore. And you were not snoring.
Did I sleep for it?
I think you're fooling all of us. What's real, what's not? Because usually I've been around people who... Do you have sleep apnea?
Well, context matters.
Truth in the details.
All right, we out, man. Peace.